So now that we have studied the topic of share capital, it's time to look at a real example, and in my classes I promised that I'm definitely going to share an example with you. So here is an example, a very recent one by the way. So I'm pretty sure if you're based in Pakistan especially, you must have heard about this company, that is Hascol Petroleum Ltd. It's a leading energy marketing company in Pakistan. And very recently, that is just last month on the 23rd of Feb 2021, this particular resolution was passed by Hascol. So two key points to look at from this particular example is that, and by the way, this is just a screenshot that I'm sharing with you, and a disclaimer is that this is not meant as advice to buy shares in this company, please. So this is just meant to serve as an example for alteration of share capital. So the first key point is that, as you can see, that this is by way of a special resolution and not an ordinary one, like I had mentioned. That when a company needs to make an alteration to the share capital, it must be by way of a special resolution and not an ordinary one. And the second point to note is that, like I had told you, that there is a memorandum of association for every company, and there is a share capital clause within that memorandum. And the alteration is basically made within that share capital clause of the company, as you can see in this document. And of course, there is a corresponding clause, that is a share capital clause, in the Articles of Association as well. So the change has to be incorporated into that document as well. So as you can see in this particular example, the authorized capital of the company has been increased. So initially it was rupees 10 billion divided into 1 billion shares, that is ordinary shares of rupees 10 each. And now there is no alteration in the kinds, or you can say the types of shares. That is, we are not dividing into ordinary and preference shares here. We are just increasing the authorized share capital, that is the total share capital. And now it has been increased to how much? Well, simply rupees 50 billion divided into 5 billion ordinary shares of rupees 10 each. So once again, you can notice that there is also no change in the value of each share.